What's up? Welcome back to my channel, or for the first time if you're new, I'm Sylvan, and today I'm going to be reacting to Remielle's character demo, Just Like Old Times. I'm very excited for this. I've been anticipating the release of this pretty much since the special program, and I'm just curious to see what we get from a Void Hunter trailer, let alone a original Void Hunter trailer. Especially given all of the mystery surrounding Remielle. I don't expect necessarily to get a ton of lore surrounding her. I'm expecting that to more so come from the animated short and stuff like that. But we'll see what we get here. So feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoy the video. Leave a comment on your thoughts. Consider becoming a channel member if you want to support me just that little bit extra. And let's get into this. Okay. Ooh, boy, what do we have here? Oh, wait. Was that Sunbringer? Are we gonna watch the assassination attempt?
Come here.
Is this gonna be the assassination attempt? Immediately recognizes her.
This time, shouldn't you be a little more welcoming of your old friend here?
The tone is really interesting already.
Senior.
Turn back now. Or
Fine. Truth is, I wasn't really sure how to greet you either. Should I say long time no see, or maybe nice to meet you?
This is already a really interesting interaction. I also
Let's
like
begin.
that.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Oh?
Void Hunter trial. Only you could come up with that.
What?
This honor was always meant to be yours. Why not accept it gracefully?
If I hadn't suggested this, you never would have accepted my challenge. Isn't that right?
Okay. The lack of music is interesting. And the switching between these... Okay. Yeah, so this is the assassination attempt. And that must... Based on what they're... Anyways, what the... Wait, got caught off guard by that move there. Oh my god, the choreography. Oh my god.
Dance with me. Just like old times.
Okay, the music is coming in.
You seem to have gotten rusty. Though I guess that cold look of yours never changed.
Damn. This is so interesting already.
I'll get serious.
I'm assuming that this, based on what they were saying, is some kind of moment from the past. The old Sunbringer, presumably.
Everyone calls you the hero who dissolved the Hive Lord Hollow. Such an inspiring anecdote, isn't it?
God. Ooh.
And yet nobody knows that what they've all placed their faith in.
Oh? God, the fighting is great. A beautiful lie, huh?
You're a terrible dance partner, you know that? No one wants to get their foot stepped on. I'll forgive you this time. Now, again.
Interesting.
Happy to oblige.
There's a lot of interesting stuff here. Oh?
Come at me.
Oh, fuck. I assume this is her Void Hunter weapon. And she's like, oh, whoa. Are we entering 2D? This is 2D. Oh, yo.
Wow, you're good. But I think I'd like it better if we made it more spectacular.
Oh my god. The music as well. Ooh, I love the piano. Oh, and then back to the 3D.
Grand, magnificent celestial nexus.
Ooh.
This supposed utopia everyone takes pride in. Just how many lies have you spun to protect this so-called truth?
Ooh. There's a lot here.
What exactly are you afraid of? How...
Oh. What was that obscured word? This is insane.
Watch out!
Oh.
I take it back. My dance partner's not so bad after all. I won't count this as your loss.
Welcome aboard, Void
Yeah.
Hunter, Remielle.
So that was a little, like, test fight between them back in the good old days. But here we are now. God, this is interesting.
So, you're prepared to stay silent till the very end? Or is it that you don't actually know the truth either?
That's entirely possible. They aren't
Just
the
as I
original
thought.
Sunbringer, after all.
Fine then. Looks like this is as far as we go today.
Ah, okay. No conclusive winner
But
to
I'll
the
come
fight.
back. And next time, I'll find the you who knows the whole truth.
Okay. This is such an intriguing demo. It does something similar to what the Yijuan trailer did, of having it all be framed around the fight between two Void Hunters, but it's in a very different context. In fact, two contexts. One, this past one, back in the good old days, as it might be called, is actually quite similar to the Yijuan fight with Miyabi. It's more of a test and for the fun of it than anything. From the sounds of what they were saying, this even is actually just something Remielle wanted to do more than something she needed to do to become a Void Hunter. Like, she had already done whatever it is she had done to earn her position as one of the Void Hunters, but she just wanted to do this fight for whatever reason, as she's associating this fight with it being more of a dance, and constantly talking about how good of a dance partner Sunbringer is. But then it's paired with this other version of their fight, one that is much closer to present day, shortly before the story of Rose Califer. This is the supposed assassination attempt that Remielle made against Sunbringer that we've been hearing about, and why she's such a wanted criminal right now. And inevitably, where the other version of the fight is extremely lighthearted, but they go very hard in the fight, this one may be more of a grounded fight, with Remielle just using a knife rather than her Void Hunter weapon, and from what I can tell, Sunbringer never unleashing the full power of her weapon, because I believe that was happening in the past fight. But despite it being a more grounded battle, this assassination attempt is a much more serious fight, hence it being an assassination attempt. Obviously, we don't know if Remielle truly intended to kill Sunbringer here or not, or perhaps to mirror the other fight, more of a test Remielle is giving Sunbringer, or more likely and more pertinently, her questioning Sunbringer. It seems, as we've expected, Remielle knows a lot more about what's going on in the world than any of us do. And it seems here that, at the very least for the majority of this fight, Remielle believes that Sunbringer knows these things too, but is keeping them secret from the world. These are actually ideas, the ideas of a beautiful lie that hides the horrible truth. That is something that was being explored at the very beginning of this arc with the sort of Rose Califer Season 3 trailer video we had to introduce all the characters and stuff. That was an idea in that, and we're bringing it up again that perhaps Sunbringer is keeping a secret that is potentially comforting to the world to not know the truth, but is not perhaps the best thing for everyone. It very well may be a case that she is hiding the truth of the threat that the world is dealing with, that it isn't as simple as Hollows and Ethereals. There are perhaps the Enchainers that are the sort of greater escalation threat that is just looming right behind everything that has been kept secret. But for whatever reason, Sunbringer and everyone else who knows about it, probably at least some of the other first Void Hunters and whoever was in charge at the time that this was made a secret, they deemed that it would be better to keep this a secret, probably for the sake of not making everyone panic and give up on hope. But Remielle seems to disagree with this idea, this sentiment. She seems to think that living in blissful ignorance is not the way to go here, that the horrible truth may be horrible, but we need to face it if we are to survive. That is where my understanding of this and sort of intuition on where this is probably going is at, and I feel like that probably is the general vibe. But I do find it interesting that with that in mind, Remielle goes to question and attack Sunbringer rather than just try to expose it herself in her position as a Void Hunter, and especially a first generation Void Hunter, but she presumably has her reasons. And mixed in with all of this is the fact that, interestingly enough, at the end of this fight, Remielle comes to the conclusion perhaps this Sunbringer doesn't know the truth. Perhaps she is living the lie as well. After all, the original Sunbringer isn't around anymore. It is now just the 3 pieces of her. As Remielle says pretty much in this spot that I'm paused on, she isn't sure how to greet Sunbringer. Should I say long time no see or nice to meet you? This is not the same Sunbringer. And that secret that she was keeping, that lie she was telling, may have died with the original version of her. Or perhaps only one of the Sunbringers holds the secret. But another thing this also tells us is that Remielle has not seen Sunbringer in a long time. Because I forget the exact timeline that we vaguely have currently for Sunbringer, but from my understanding, it's been a while since the split from the original into the current 3, meaning Remielle has either just not visited Rose Califer for a long time, and that's where Sunbringer has always been since the split, or Remielle has been somewhere else doing something else. And that actually is probably the most likely scenario, probably a little bit of both, given that we've had these mentions of her being like asleep for a century or sealed for a century or whatever. It very much seems like, for whatever reason, Remielle has been in stasis or some kind of hibernation or whatever, I don't know what to call it, unable to do anything, and has only recently woken up and is now stirring up shit because she disagrees with how Sunbringer, at the very least, if not the rest of the Void Hunters, have been doing things. And that is very interesting, that's very exciting. She is very much a wild card at play that probably very few people planned for appearing. And it actually leads me to the question, is it possible the reason that she was like sealed away or in stasis or asleep or whatever the exact circumstances were, is the reason why that happened pure coincidence, some unfortunate accident, or was it that she from the start disagreed with whatever plan Sunbringer and perhaps the other first generation Void Hunters were going to put in place, but was overpowered and stopped and sealed away or whatever, only now breaking free and now working against it like she would have then if they hadn't like stopped her? That is certainly a possibility. But even if that isn't specifically the case, the fact that these kinds of ideas are running through my head is very exciting to me, because it shows that this trailer and everything else prior to now with Remielle and Sunbringer has been building up the intrigue, building up the mystery, making us question what exactly is going on. Why is Remielle doing what she's doing? What does Sunbringer know? And I don't think we're at the point where we can truly confidently answer those questions, but we have just enough pieces to begin to guess, which is very exciting. Beyond the narrative elements, though, I also just have to acknowledge the quality of the fight scene here. I'm not going to necessarily go moment to moment analyzing the exact, like, attacks or anything, but I just have to acknowledge how nice it feels. The choreography is great. The general feel of it is really interesting, where we jump between the two fights, get the different tonal feels of both. Everything is simultaneously incredibly powerfully fast and dynamic and chaotic, but also very readable, which is very nice. Very, very good for a fight scene. And within that, there's also the brief 2D elements, which also just are a great touch. There's just a lot great here. But with all that in mind, I think I will leave things there. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, leave a comment on your thoughts, and very special thanks to all of my channel members, including Alsgardia, Morphosilica, Dweller, Junasono, and Pokelove101 at the normal tier, and Eliolith and Kondo Nano at the cool person tier. Really appreciate your support, as always, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye!